What is up, guys? It is me, Trash Salsa, and I'm back with another versus video. And I didn't even put it in the title, did I? Did I? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So, I got the Wells Royal Thursday, worked on it today, Saturday. I just finished recording the small and bigger comparison. I still have not recorded the review for this fan yet, so I'm a little rusty with the Wells Royal, so this is the first versus video with this fan. And it's also the first versus video with this fan. So, I'm probably gonna mess up. And I don't know. Let's see. And that is just so funny to see. Here we go. So, I'll try my best. Both of these fans, I have never done a versus video for, and I haven't really looked at Alaska in a long time, and I certainly have never seen a mini box fan. Or by Lakewood, at least. So, here we go. Pros and cons of the Wells Royal. And this is the first time I've ever done pros and cons, so I'm probably going to miss stuff. Some pros are, it's small. And with being small, you can save space and save energy and things like that. Another pro for this fan is the condition. It's very good condition. I know the two slats in the front doesn't make that look too pretty, but I haven't fixed that yet. I literally just fixed the fan today. But the back grill, it's fine. Everything looks clean. When I got it, it was super dirty, and the seller even tried to make it look cleaner than it actually was, so yeah, he's a little sketchy. Yeah. Another pro is the badge. Badges are always pros, no matter what fan it is. If a fan has a badge, it's an instant pro. Badges are super cool. Especially this one's got Wells Royal. I don't know about you, but Wells Royal just sounds so cool. Like, walking up to someone like, yo, I got a Wells Royal. Like, what's that? Is that like a car? I'm like, it's not a car, you moron. It's a fan. You could, pull that stunt on people. That's pretty cool. This is hard because it's like a Lakewood versus Lasco at the same time. So this is a little cringe. So yeah, it's small. It's got the badge. Good condition. That's 3 pros right off the bat. I guess that's it. Now some cons. Some cons are, it is smaller. That's also a con too. It's a pro and con because it's less surface area, so the air is coming out here. Whereas this, you got all this air coming out. You know what I mean? Another con is this. That piece of garbage. I'll get to that in a minute. And the next con is this. 2-speed. So, what is it, like 3 pros, 3 cons? I don't know. It's a fan. Actually, another pro is startup sound. I'm going to add that because that's actually one of the best startup sounds in my collection. So, if that's the case, then that deserves a pro. So, 4 pros, 3 cons. Now, move over to this fan, which I've never done pros and cons for either. Pros are condition. Same pro as the other one. It's basically brand new. And I actually glued those slats back on down there, except those I couldn't find. Has the handle, which these almost always break. And it looks basically perfect. There's nothing wrong with this fan. It is absolutely spotless almost everywhere you look. So, that is pretty cool. Condition's good pro. Another pro is the thinness. Thinner fans save space. And you still get the benefit of a large fan without having to be thick like the K2G3. So, yeah. And, I'm trying to think of more pros because this fan has it. This fan's got the pros. I just haven't thought of them. You can't blame me. This is my first time with this fan, so I gotta think. I mean, condition, it's thin. I can't really think of any other pros. I mean, that's basically it. And the handle doesn't count. Because that has a handle, that has a handle, and that has an invisible handle. And that's, if you want to know more, I made a video on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to feel really stupid when I come up with another pro, and I didn't include it in the video. But, yeah, for now, it's just 2 pros. Let's look at some cons. Some cons. That's also a piece of garbage, too. So, that's that first con, and yeah. Another con is the thin motor braces are dumb. Lame. I don't like them. Okay, they bend sometimes when I go to take the blades off, and it gets me kind of worried that it's gonna snap. Kind of flimsy design, or this is just like one giant bar. I don't know. And that's basically it. That's 2 pros, 2 cons, 4 pros, 3 cons. Anyway, so I'll flip the fans to the back. This is such a bad video, but I'm going to upload it anyway, because this is the first time I've ever compared these. So, why are the motors garbage? Well, this is a GE motor. I don't like GE or anything about them. This particular motor and other small motors like this aren't bad. The smaller motors are probably the best motors that they make. However, if you have a larger motor, you might as well get your grave ready, because that's the end of you. But if you have a fan like this, if you have a small GE motor, they're okay. They're not going to do anything dangerous because they're built differently. But if you have a large GE motor, I would start planning your funeral. But the small ones, like I said 100 times, the small GE motors are alright. If you don't believe me, you can ask other fan collectors. They'll say the same thing. But the big ones, no. This motor in particular is actually really good. Really good condition. Runs really well. I ran it for 30 minutes and it wasn't even warm. This fan, Marco Motors, they're okay. They work. They take a lot of crap and they still work. They're weak, they look dumb, and that's basically all I have to say for them. I don't like Marco Motors. They're alright, I'll admit. They run pretty well. They're very nice motors in the terms of the 90s, because the rest of the motors everyone else used in the 90s was just like either a 4th gen Macmillan, which is better, or he had a Chinese motor. So in the 90s, he either had a 4th gen Macmillan, a Marco motor, or a Chinese motor. Out of those 3, this is kind of in the middle. So I have to give it credit, but I still don't like Marcos personally. But personally, in the terms of the fans, like personal to the fans, both of their motors are very good. It's just the company that makes them is not. Does that make sense? So I'm not harshing on the motor. I'm harshing on really the company. Yeah, try turning this thing when you're sitting down. That feels great. So yeah, that's the back. Motors, like I said, very good motors in both of them, but the companies are trash. So now, without further ado, let's run them. In Versus, I only run them on low, and this fan doesn't even have medium, so don't ask. Here we go. Here's low on this fan. It gets a startup sound. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to turn this on low, too. This is louder than almost any large fan I compare it to, so I'm going to just flat out say it. This fan is louder. You can only hear that one. So, that's a quick run. Usually when I'm running like this fan or that fan and something like that, larger ones, it's harder to compare. But since this one is so loud, it's just so easy. Wow, I'm surprised that spin down is so long. Yeah, the oil I put in there, I didn't have my oil on me, so I put oil in there that was from like the 40s. That's the only other motor oil we had here, because I'm with my grandparents and that's all they got. So, I have my oil now, and I'm going to oil that fan tomorrow. So, that will happen. And if you don't believe me, because I know it's in a tissue, this is the 3-in-1, like the real stuff, not an oil tin can from like 1949. So anyway, conclusion: which fan's better? Answer: I don't know and I don't care. To be honest with you, I'm happy with both fans. I think they both serve their own purposes, and I know I say this in almost every Versus video, but I say the general person is going to choose a smaller one because it's small. Be like, oh, well, I need a small fan because I don't have much space in my house, so I'm going to use a small one. And some people might need, well, you know what, I'm going to take the bigger one because I need more air. I need more power. It's really depending on you. Because anything this fan has, this fan doesn't. Anything this fan has, this one doesn't. It's just kind of like that, you know? So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.